Good morning, friends. Welcome to my cozy haven. My name is Fiona. I'm really glad you've clicked on my vlog today. I hope you're going to enjoy it. This is a shorter vlog because I'm actually starting on Tuesday morning. Yeah, things got busy over the weekend and yesterday that it wasn't possible to pick up the camera, etc. So that's that. Reading wise, I'm still reading The Enchanted Greenhouse by Sarah Beth Durst. I will get that finished this week. I am behind in the reading for that, but that doesn't matter. The other two are, one's finished, the other one I think's about the same as I am, so that's fine. I also picked up One Big Happy Family by Susan Mallory. I should get that finished within the next day and a bit. I'm actually enjoying it. It's a very interesting premise, actually. So, enjoying that one. On the docket for today, getting the mop cut. It needs a cut. Then I've got a flu jab. And then Dad and I are taking his computer into the computer shop because it won't connect to the internet. I've tried everything I can think of, and it won't connect to the internet. So we need to get that fixed. It's probably something very simple that I'm not doing. I mean, it was connected to the internet, it was fine, and then till, was it Sunday or Saturday or Sunday, and it's just not doing it. So I've asked Professor Google many times what to do, and I've done what Professor Google has told me. Still not working. So I can go on okay. He can go on okay on his phone, but it's just not his laptop. So yeah, we need to get that fixed. So that's the plan for today. Got blue sky and some clouds, but it's fine. I have a loaf of bread in the oven. I did an overnight rise. There's something going on here with the overnight rise. It's beautiful when I take out the bowl. When I take out the bowl that's been rising in, fantastic. But it doesn't hold its shape. It just goes, yeah, on the parchment. And you're supposed to just be able to sort of cuddle under and shape it. Nah, ain't happening. It just goes like, and then you put it into the hot pan from the oven, and it'll rise, and it'll be a lovely loaf, but it doesn't look the way it should do. So I don't know what's going on. I'm going to try. I don't know whether it's supposed to rise for 12 to 18 hours, and the woman goes, oh, it's better to be rise for 18 hours. I'm wondering about if our house is maybe the kitchen's too warm, or the house is too warm. Therefore, it doesn't need the 18 hours, and 12 would be fine. So I don't know. I thought to begin with it was a bowl I was using, it was too big. So I cut it down to a smaller bowl. But it's done the same thing. I'm tempted to try another recipe, see what happens, and take it from there, but yeah. I'll play around and I'll get it right. But that's it for the moment. I will speak to you later. Bye. Evening, friends. How are you? Hope you had a good day. Mine was... It was good, yes. I had the old mop cut. I didn't bother washing it once I came back because I didn't really have time, because it was basically come back from that, have lunch, try and get my vlog video uploaded, because I managed to edit it before I went to get my hair cut, get that uploaded, and then went off for my flu shot, which I got. I was also told that highly strong possibility I will get a COVID booster. Yes. I got the normal shots and then got one booster that was probably not meant to get, but I got it anyway. But they've changed the requirements for COVID boosters over here, and she thinks I might get one, which would be really, really good. I'd be really happy. If not, I'm tempted to go and see if I can see if a pharmacy is doing them and pay for one. So yeah, we'll see what happens. And then Dad and I went in to get his laptop sorted. Thankfully, it's sorted. We haven't actually tried it tonight when we came back. And then we came back, went and did some shopping, food shopping, and then came home. And basically got home in time for dealing with dinner. And then tonight we've been watching the World Athletics Championships, so been catching up on that. We just record it and fast forward through all the yakking, which is good. It was when I was texting a friend and going, I can't believe that Mondo Duplantis can pole vault over the top of over a 2-story house that is in the UK. I'm like, that just blows my brain. I look at our own house, which is a 2-story, and I'm like, you can go over the top of that? So yeah, but no, it's good. I've been enjoying watching the athletics. It's good to do. Haven't really done much reading. I've been reading a wee bit in One Big Happy Family. Haven't read anything of the Enchanted Greenhouse. Not because I don't want to. I need to be more awake than I am at the moment, so that I can really concentrate on it. So hopefully tomorrow I'll get back into that. I would like to do that. I'd like to get it finished by the weekend if I can. That's my game plan, but we will see. But anyway, I'm going to get myself ready for bed and I'm going to read for a while. But I will speak to you tomorrow. Night night. Morning friends, how are you? Hope you're well. Hope you had a good night. Mine was okay. It was good. So yeah, I didn't wash the hair yesterday. Just couldn't be gassed. It'll get done. Last night I finished One Big Happy Family by Susan Mallory. Sorry, my left hand shakes a bit more than my right. So yeah, finished this one last night. It was a lovely story. I will give my full thoughts on Friday when I do my weekend reading plans and weekly wrap up video. But yes, so really enjoyed that. Reading plans for today, I would like to just knuckle down with The Enchanted Greenhouse. Not that I'm not enjoying it, I'm loving it. It was just that I hadn't been feeling awake enough to read it over the last couple of days. So I'm hoping that today is going to be a day that I will get some reading done on that. I've got no plans at the moment to pick another one up if I can. I don't think I would get the greenhouse done all today. I think there are other things that we need to do, and that's fine. I am thinking about bringing down my autumn winter clothes and putting away my spring summer ones, that would take quite a while. It would take a while. Well, maybe not a while, but you know what I mean. I think Mum wants to change the curtains in the front bedroom, and I think she wants to sort of start tidying, getting some of her Christmas. What am I saying? Her autumn clothes down as well. So I would help with that. But yeah, that's kind of. It's going to be a mixed day, I think, of things to be done. I'll possibly bring you along, and when I'm changing out my clothes. I'll see. But I think that's all for now. Can't think of anything else, but I will speak to you later. Bye. Evening friends, hope you've had a good day. We've had a semi-busy day. We got the last lot of curtains, well, that we can put up at the moment up, which is good. We also changed some cushion covers down in the living room, which is great. Dad and I sort of took the tomatoes off the last of the tomatoes off the plants, which was really, it was a job that needed to be done, so it's done. I finished reading The Enchanted Greenhouse by Sarah Beth Durst. Really, really enjoyed that. I will give my full thoughts on it on Friday, which was good. And then I've decided I'm going to start. I did get a book in the mail today. I got All Together for Christmas by Sarah Morgan. And I know I need to read it fairly quickly because it's for review, which is fine. But I thought I actually want a break. I'm saying that at the moment. I'm wanting, I would say almost a palate cleanser, and I'm going to pick up Denzel Merrick's No Sweet Sorrow. I've read a couple of his before and I've enjoyed them, so I am looking forward to this one. I hope I'm going to stick with it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Mum and Dad have both read it and enjoyed it, so hopefully I will as well. But yeah, so then this afternoon we caught up with some of the athletics in the World Championships, and then caught up with the rest tonight. Watched one Pioneer Woman show as well, which was nice. But yeah, that's it for today. I have a glass lesson tomorrow afternoon, which I'm really looking forward to. It'll be good. I've got a few ideas in my head. I will have to do some work tomorrow morning, but yeah, looking forward to getting back to class. But that's it for just now. I will speak to you tomorrow. Bye. Morning, friends. How are you? Hope you're well and you've had a good night. Mine wasn't bad actually, so it was good. I kind of had a late start. I didn't get up till 10 o'clock this morning. I was like, I thought, oh, it's 9:15. It's fine. It was It was when I looked at my clock. I need to put a new battery in the clock on the wall because it's 15 minutes slow. I looked at my other clock and went, oh, it's 10 o'clock. Right, okay. So I got up and then I decided I'm going to wash my hair because it was just, my scalp was getting itchy after being at the hairdressers the other day. I just didn't have time to wash it, so I've done that. And I'm about to go and get myself ready for going to class lesson. So, and Mum's coming with me, which is great. Whether we work on something together or we do something individually, I don't know. We haven't really decided and collaborated or chatted to each other about it. Reading wise, last night I started No Sweet Sorrow by Denzel Merrick. Denzel Merrick is a Scottish author. Books are set in Scotland. I read 27 pages last night. Chapters, gosh, yeah, I finished the book. No, I read 27 pages last night, and it's a good start. I have to say, it is a good start. So I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes. But at the moment, I am going to go get myself organised, or come up with a couple of ideas for what I would like to do with glass, maybe, and then speak to Mum, see what she wants to do, and we'll take it from there. We've seen an idea that we both really like, that we could work on together, which would be good. But whether we shelve that for today and we just do our own thing, and then our next lesson we start doing, right, okay, we're going to work on this. It's something for the house, which is nice. But yeah, anyway, I need to go and start trying to put my brain in gear a bit more and get things organised. But I will speak to you later. Bye. Evening, friends. How are you? Hope you've had a good day. Mine this afternoon was not good. Went to class. I knew what I wanted to do. I want to make a box to keep, an open box to keep my bookmarks in, and I wanted to decorate each side with sort of like a bookish picture or whatever that I wanted to draw, or shall we say attempt to draw. So chose the colours, and went to cut them, and I cut it the wrong way. So I then had to change, right, okay, so we'll just switch it around, that's fine, no problem. And thought, right, okay, and got the paint, the outline paint, and it was running quite well, but it wasn't as clean as I wanted it. But I was okay with it. And then we went to put the colour paint in, and the colour paint wouldn't run. So we tried it with a paintbrush, and no. So I thought, right, okay, we'll try Fritz, Fritz are like little bits of glass that you can sprinkle on. Because I wanted to kind of do, it was like a line of book spines, and I wanted to do like little designs. Fritz didn't work. So I had to take them off, and I just took the whole dash lot off. And then I tried to do the outline again. And it just didn't look good. So I spent 2 hours getting more and more frustrated. And then sort of the gentleman that is, he helps you when you need to. We run, and he's like, well, why don't you try transfers? Oh, okay, fine. So I cut some transfers out to look like book spines, and so I put them on, and I was like, no, it just didn't look the way I wanted it to look, and it's like, no. So it was just like, yeah, okay. So I came back and had to sleep. But it's just like so frustrating. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I can use the I might give up on that idea for the moment, and I can use the glass for something else, for a couple of other projects, which is fine. But seriously? So yeah, just wasn't a good afternoon. So tonight, watched a couple of YouTube videos, and then caught up on all the World Athletics Championships from today. So I haven't done any reading so far today. I will do some when I go into bed, so we will see. I'll probably get about another 20 odd pages read, I would think. But yeah, frustration. The joys. The joys of crafting, isn't it, guys? But that's it for the moment. I will speak to you in the morning. Night night. Morning, friends. How are you? Hope you're well. You've had a good night. Mine was broken, but that's all I'm going to say. Sun's out at the moment. Well, it's bright anyway. We've got cloud and we've got blue sky, so that's okay. Reading wise, last night I DNF'd the Denzel Medic. It was just not for me. Just things in it I didn't like, and I'm not going to say any more. It was a reflection of the world at the moment, and I don't need that in my literature. It's, that's all I'm saying. So what did I pick up instead? All Together for Christmas by Sarah Morgan. This is a new one. I read 2 chapters of it. I'm enjoying it. It's going to be interesting. We've met the two sisters. There's 2 sisters and a brother, and the sisters are twins. And they have lived together most of their lives until one of them moved in with her then fiance or boyfriend, and then got married, and now they communicate, but not very much. And I think both of them there are things going on in their lives. I think that they need, shall we say, I've heard from about twins that they need their other half, but they're not doing that at the moment, and so it'll be interesting. I want to see how this pans out, because I think it's going to be, we know in the end it's going to all work out, and they're going to get their relationship sorted out and everything like that. We know that's going to work out, but I want to see how Sarah does it. So yes, I'm looking forward to reading this. I always love Sarah Morgan's Christmas books. I love all Sarah Morgan's books, so that's good. So that's what I started reading last night. Far better than whatever the other one was. On the docket for today, I'm taking Dad down. Dad goes to an art group every Friday morning, so I'm taking Dad down to that. And then I'm coming home, and Mum and I are going to have a bit of craft, a couple of hours, which is going to be really nice. We've got a few things we want to try out, so that's going to be fun. And then we'll go and pick Dad up, and we're going out for lunch, and then we are going to go and try and find curtains for the porch and the office. Wish us luck with that one. It could be a long afternoon, but we might see something and go, woohoo, yes. So yeah, so we're looking for it. We're going to be doing that. I think that's it. I don't know that I will get a video up today. I would rather actually craft with Mum and try a few things out, and then I can put a video out tomorrow. I know it's a day later, but hey, yesterday afternoon. I thought of doing it after I came back from class, but it was just in such a funk yesterday after everything not working out that nah. So I can put one out. I can put one out on Saturday. But I better go, because I need to take my dad to art. But I will speak to you later. Bye. Okay, Mum and Dad and I have come out for lunch, and we've come to Red House Garden Centre, but this is the Red House. Don't know much about it, but there you go. And they have the seating area here. No, we were not sitting outside because they have this gorgeous cafe in this really nice big shed, sort of wooden shed, which is lovely. So we had a very nice dinner. Thank you very much. Lunch, thank you very much. Some beautiful flowers out and about, and so they have this, and they have kind of polytunnels behind there, and then more plants. But it's a very nice wee garden centre that we come to occasionally. Not as much as we use others, but we do try and come here as much as we can. Evening friends, I hope you've had a good day. Mine, it was good, but very tiring. We went and we had lunch. You'll see a wee clip of where we were for lunch just before this. And then we went to the curtain place, and the woman there was wonderful. She was really good, and she went, have a look around, see what you fancy, and we can discuss. It took us, I think, 4 minutes to find what we wanted. It just spoke to all three of us. As soon as we thought, we went yes. And the great thing is that this company, the lady's coming out a week on Monday to measure up, tell us whether she thinks that we would be better off. At the moment we've got a rail, like runners, whether we end up going with a pole. So she's going to do that, and then she'll obviously get the curtains made, and then they will come back and they will install them, which is just brilliant. It means that I'm not going to have to go up, my dad and I are not going to have to go up ladders, which is just, oh, so good. So we did that, and then we went to Waterson's for a cuppa, and this book spoke to me, guys. You'll see why in a minute. Right, there's the cover. Okay, so that's the book. But look. And then, is that not stunning? I could not resist. I just had to buy it. Never heard of it, haven't heard anyone talk about it on BookTube, so we will find out. But it was like, yay. And then I ordered another 2 books as well that I've heard some people, one that I've heard people talk about, one that I haven't, that I don't, have I heard both people? Maybe I've heard people talk about both of them, I'm not sure. But no, I'm looking forward to that. And then we came home and I slept. I lay in the sofa, slept for an hour and a bit. And then this evening caught up with the World Athletics Championships from today, and we watched the first half of the Canada-New Zealand semi-final in the Women's World Cup rugby game. So we'll watch the second half of that tomorrow. But that's it. I am going to get myself ready for bed. I will read for a wee bit, I think. But that'll be the first reading I'll have done today. But that's it for the moment. I will speak to you tomorrow. Night. Evening friends, I am so sorry I haven't picked the camera up today. I slept till 10:30 this morning. And then I went and helped Dad once I'd had my breakfast and got dressed. I went and helped Dad do the messages. And then after lunch I slept for another hour. We watched the second half of the New Zealand-Canada women's rugby semi-final. It was recorded last night, watched that. Then we watched the second half of the England-France semi-final. And then tonight we watched the World Athletics Championships. Reading wise, I've read 1 chapter of the Sarah Morgan. I'm still absolutely walloped, so I am just gonna get ready for bed and probably maybe read 1 chapter, 2 chapters, but that's it. But yeah, so I'm sorry, it's just this weekend's just gonna be a bust, I think. But that's just the way it goes. But I will speak to you tomorrow. Night night. Evening, friends. Hope you've had a good day. I had another late start at the time. Today it was 10:15. And then after breakfast, I came back. Mum had her shower first, so while she was in the shower, I just came and sat in bed and read. So I read a bit more of All Together for Christmas by Sarah Morgan. Then after shower, it was strip the beds, change, and then leave them to air. I was knackered. Seriously, I was absolutely walloped after that. And then this afternoon, sat on the sofa for a while. I snoozed, and then made the effort to make my bed and polish my room because it needed it. So I was really glad to have got that done. I really was. And then back in the sofa, and just felt garbage. The other half is back. He came up tonight for dinner, which was lovely. Spent some time together. But he, like me, after his flu jab, he's so tired. He left earlier tonight than he would normally do because he was just so tired. He was telling me he was in bed by 9:30 last night. So at least I'm not the only one, so it's fine. And then we actually watched the final day of the World Athletics Championships. We recorded it, so we just fast forward through it. So that was that. He watched it as well. He was doing jigsaws on his tablet. We just watched. I managed to do a few jigsaws today, which was lovely. I did one really nice one, which was a gonk, an autumnal gonk, and it was just, it was beautiful. Really liked that. But it's just been one of those days, and we obviously, Dad and I made the beds and everything, so that's fine. But yeah, it's been a very, very quiet week, and that's okay. I can't do loads and loads of things. It just doesn't happen. And this week has been quiet because obviously the flu jab has just decided, right, okay, we're just gonna hit you and make you tired, or more tired than you normally are. And that's fine. But I'm sorry if this, I don't know how good I don't know what this vlog's gonna be like. Probably not that great. And I'm sorry, I apologise for that, but it's just one of these things. This coming week, what have I got going on? Not a lot. Going out with the other half on Thursday, which will be really nice. That'll be good. But apart from that, I've got yoga on Tuesday. But apart from that, that's it. But I'll probably be doing things in and around the house. And if I know that tomorrow Dad and I are going to take the greenhouse down, so that'll be good to get it. It's already cleared out. We just need to dismantle it and disinfect it and dismantle it. So that'll be fine. But hopefully I'll do some interesting things this coming week that'll be better, but we'll see what happens. But that's it for this vlog, friends. Please, if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Come chat with me down in the comments. What were you reading this week or this weekend? What have you been doing? I'd love to know. And if you haven't already, I would love for you to subscribe and hit that subscription bell, notification button. Everything just tells you when I'm bringing out new videos. But until my next one, friends, stay safe. Happy reading. Bye.